Picture a plane, flying through the sky, the clouds, drifting through peacefully, calmly, and then comes the turbulence. Like life, we have times of smoothness, where things go right, and we have times of uneasiness, like the turbulence of a plane. We battle a constant inner storm that's constantly whipping up waves and tearing at our way at our mental attitude. The truth of the matter is, nothing lasts forever, as much as we may want it to or think it will. Our lives are plagued with constant change each day. Now, we can choose to either face this change or try hide away from it, but the truth of the matter is, whether you choose to face these problems or not, they're gonna keep going on around you with or without you. Change is just something of life. You can't escape it. It's everywhere you look, from the plants, the buildings, to your inner health. It's always a constant flow, like a river, ever changing as time goes on. So I ask you a question. How do you deal with change? Do you hide away from it, shy away from reality, or do you face it head on, knowing full well that it's going to continue on with or without you?
I feel like that is a pretty important question. One that quite a lot of people don't actually take into consideration. Now, let's be honest. You've hit your 10th year in this world. You would have gone through a lot of change just in your life. Just growing up as a whole. Not to mention anything else that may happen as time goes on. Heading into high school offers a lot of change, friendship troubles, inner health troubles, mental health, and heading out of school into the wider world, something I am going to experience very soon, but I already know that it's going to offer up a lot of new things that may be scary. There's going to be a lot of change. And unfortunately, as time goes on, new things do happen, but old things can die away. It's the, kinda charm of life, the charm of time. With time, you're granted new and really exciting things, but you also lose old, beloved things that you have gained along the way. It's a constant rotation that is always happening, a turbulence, you may say. There's always a gift of something greater, but usually at the cost of losing something once beloved.
Now, while we may not lose these old beloved things, may it be a person whom we care about, or an object that we've had a lot of time playing, say maybe a childhood toy, or just an object of relevance given to us by someone. These things, with time, all start to whittle away and disappear. And as much as we wish we could, there's nothing we can do to change that. We can prolong something's life as long as we want. There will eventually come a time where you can't do that anymore. But it doesn't have to be the end.
Now, as you go through life, pets you hold dear, people, objects, as much as it sucks, there does always come a time for something to go. And that comes with change, and just people growing up now, challenges they may face are divorced parents, breakups within themselves, their own personal lives, money issues. Maybe they just didn't have the greatest start to life. There's always going to be a person that's doing better than you, and there's always going to be a person that's doing worse than you. Unfortunately, the truth of the matter is, we're probably going to end up focusing on the person who's always doing better than us. We're going to see how they've got this and that, and we don't have this and that. And that's going to make us sad. Now, the thing is, we can't prevent change. Change is just a natural course of life. But what we can do is change ourselves and adapt with it. With change comes new lessons to learn from and new things to discover. Yes, I can get that. Losing a pet or family member, it's not ideal. It's something we don't want. But that doesn't mean we still can't honor and remember them and learn from their life. to take into consideration for our own, keep their memory alive, keep what's important to them alive for future generations.
Change can come in different rotations. As we are beginning our lives, maybe some of the more notable changes we'll face are perhaps divorced parents, moving out of the home, graduating, starting school. But as we head later onto our lives, that can change into money issues, breakups, health, witnessing loved ones and pets pass away. Change is always different, and sometimes it can get muddled up between different age groups depending on the person and the person's life. And as unfortunate as this is, you're going to be upset. You're going to feel that. You need to accept that it's okay to be upset at change. But you also need to know that at the end of the day, you're still here, and you still have to keep going on.
I, as a person, I like to hold deep connections with places and objects. Now, these objects that I do tend to get attached to, they're not going to be around forever. And that can be a difficult thing. My bush encampment that I have down here has been a passion project of mine for nearly 2 years now. And I love this place. It's my safe place, my getaway from reality. And the unfortunate truth of the matter is, no, it's not going to remain forever. It will one day disappear. Just become one with the nature itself. I will move away from here. I will have my own life as I move out of school and move on to new things. I'm not always going to be residing in my bush encampment here, as much as I love it here and wish I could. It's unfortunately, as time goes on, wither away. Maybe not just completely disappear, there'll still be remnants, but I won't be here anymore. Or perhaps you're one of those people who struggles to change. You want to change, but you're scared to, because maybe, what if people don't like you anymore? Well, the truth of the matter is, it's you. You choose who you are. Other people don't dictate that. Now, as long as you're not being some kind of idiot or horrible bully person, go ahead, be who you want to be. Express yourself the way you want to. Don't settle to have some higher being or someone else pressuring you to act a certain way. You're allowed to be yourself. If you want to change your ways and how you are, do it. If it's for the benefit of society and the benefit of you, go for it. Don't be scared to change.
We will never escape change. It's always going to be there in our lives. We can either choose to sit around, watch it go by, or we can choose to face it. But before I go today, there is one final thing I must say. You can reject change all you want, but change will not reject you.